The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan's falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal. Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
can't believe... And by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin, not on purpose. Ketheric, he raised me to serve. When an emissary of Selûne came to our... Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. Lucky for me, I understand it's strange. Then... And next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in... I found last light. By the time I couldn't tell her who I was. It's all...
There you are. I have awaited your arrival. Feel moon maidens, my mate. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. We are a powerful... My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate? There can be no doubt. I am a... Why? So mighty are her... When she died, he and his... I was but low.
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistress, the Elder Brain. But Netherese magic. So, most Netherese artifacts contain only the I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netherillits. That crown sits on a gargantuan Elder Brain bent on destroying us. We need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundry. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is their collection of rare tomes. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. A true soul came... Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such. I would have picked prettier corpses. I was not content with them, even as the flesh sagged. And whoever sent them was counting. Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpse... It is never safe to... But in this instance, you... As it turned out, I came to Moonrise with a retinue of... I expected a battle. Ketheric expected us. Expected me. Perhaps I deserved what came. Ketheric proposed an alliance. He invited me to the head of his... It was not the... It was the pale one. We had barely begun to eat when she... Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand. Few things frightened. Ketheric held me still. When Orin stood... I want the... You've seen the horrors of... And then she placed the tadpole in my eye. As I deserved it. You... Then there was you. Soon there will be vengeance. Then speak. Very well.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and but this would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it was. Together, you have the power to thwart the dead. And what then? You are prone to impulse. Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will your blood swim? You will not have long to... But sleep is not...
We're under attack. Help me.
Well, well. Look what we have.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Close ranks.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Don't waste a step.
Thing's about to blow.
time to press ahead. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
What's the story?
Eager for battle.
Time to dally.
Bye forever, pal. Need to learn the hard way.
I am fury. I am death. This is your end. You will be cleansed. Death, you will not take me. What's the plan?
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Don't burn yourself.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
That should more than suffice.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you now.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I I'm the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time we were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a walk pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
With haste. Out of sight, out of mind.
Over there.
I will ascend. No time to waste.
is my happy place.
Time to strike.
I must regain control of the attacks.
My word.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the...
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrication. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. And found Orpheus. I realized what the prison... While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that. My original body was when I first escaped the Elder Brain. I searched for... I realized that returning to my... any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace... I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder... I've been studying you for a while now. I believe you have seen what I can do. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things. There will be physical alterations, of course. And you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, two, why would I? So, do you wish to evolve or...
Skrull! Whatever this...
You continue. Your mind is... Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
You may resist now, but your nature is no longer your own. You are well on your way to fulfilling your illithid. A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected.
You are. When your allies see what you can... But we mustn't lose focus. You heard the Chosen. The brain is... We must not let them reach it.
Orpheus. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would it is Orpheus. The blood of the Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truth. Long ago, when we rose up against our Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained the first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom yes. Our current queen has claimed, but it was the first whom Orpheus is Gith's only son. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshes teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us. So should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scrap. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Or one word from his lips, and the people would... If the Githyanki are to be free... What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as so mad with power and glowing with such psionic force. Lies, of course. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. The Emperor may be... Orpheus can disrupt a gate. Why destroy a weapon like that? When you can... A weapon is only... The means of Vlaakith's... Better to have Orpheus. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the... Orpheus is honor guard, trapped by Vlaakith in the same prison. They see us as Geich. I regret their deaths. But I pledge... Very well.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism. The more I learn, the less I do not serve Shah anymore. But I digress. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up?
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my... She was... That was last 10 day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us. Oh, thank you so much. I'll pay you back.
For supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
If I was a Shah and lookout, this is the sort of place I'd
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hell's...
That might be worth a look. That might be worth a look.
The place was empty.
Zenovia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arfur, sweetheart, if you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our...
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing. Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that. Who do you think you are? Zenovia?
You paid us to protect you and your... as I said.
Fine. Please show this...
The island!
Poor fucker. way.
The alley!
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Need to find a way forward.
Hup, hup. Show me.
Taste my fury.
Another fight. Let's go.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? Well, with Zeno... All right, they can... Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a...
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that. But I won't say it. Same way lots of us did. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being... We will thank you. And I am.
That's curious.
She'll be all right. She's a brave girl. Through this.
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
place is hungry for blood.
I'm sure this toy will be finished soon if they bear. Might be worth checking Arfur's donations. Looks like his generosity's compromised.
This'll be fun.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky they're still...